So let's get underway with our first Mini-Max and Mini-Rookie heat for Rotax Max Challenge Belgium. Here is your starting grid. On pole position, it's going to be Vince van der Hallen from Belgium in the 130. He'll be joined by young Dutch hotshot AJ Berggraaf in the 171 alongside on the front row. Jente Moonen and the driving whilst wounded Vic van Kampenhout will start on row 2 ahead of Jeff Verbeek, and the leading mini rookie driver Jensen Hammond from the UAE. That's row 3. Maria Roberto and Victor Reutz round out row 4, completing the top 10. Jack Freeman and Leon Herbos. Tristan Abels and Jesse Moonen round out row number 6 ahead of Devrim Yater, Noah Steyhouder, Liam Hauger, Dejan Habits and Jacques Depré. But we have a problem. AJ Berggraaf slow on the start, finish straight. Oh, that's not what you want going on to the formation lap. I think that is going to be, that has meant that AJ Berggraaf has pulled to the right-hand side of turn number 1. Thank you very much for the spot there, Sebastian. So AJ Berggraaf, due to start on the outside of the front row, is walking away dejectedly from the kart. So this is going to give an opportunity to Vic van Kampenhout in 4th place. So there will have to be a spot vacant alongside Vince van der Hallen on the front row of the grid. So 10 minutes plus an additional lap. The only heats they're going to run today here at Karting Kerpen at the F-Lanting here in Western Germany. So they slowly come up through Mutkurve and then head towards the Michael Schumacher S before the final left-hander. So we're down to 16 runners and riders. Vince van der Hallen on his own on the front row. So into the tram lines. Revs rise. Lights are out. We're underway. Good start by Vince van der Hallen and Jente Moonen as they make their way down in towards turn 2 for the opening tour. 3 wide a little bit further back. And also towards the back end of the field as they come out of turn 2 for the first time. But Vince van der Hallen leads. Jente Moonen in 2nd. Vic van Kampenhout rounds out the top 3 as everyone tries to make their way through into turn 6 and 7. There's Maria Roberto, the number 152 from the United Kingdom. That now has changed teams, running under KR Sport colours. It used to run with DHR, Dan Holland Racing. But hopefully getting a bit more purchase. There looks to be Victor Reutz trying to close in on her. Along with, there is Jack Freeman in the 193. Also has moved on from pastures previous. And he's probably got in between him likes of Leon Herbos. So this is going to be a very, very testing opportunity for these drivers. But in the meantime, even though Vic van Kampenhout is in the battle for the title, Vince van der Hallen and Jente Moonen are striding away. But Vince van der Hallen has been a tour de force in the Benelux region throughout 2024, especially through the B&L Karting Series, the Chrono Karting Dutch Championship, and also Rotax Belgium. As the number 130 makes his way through the Michael Schumacher S after the opening minute and a half as we come across the line to complete the next lap. 0.6 of a second is the advantage that he has over Jente Moonen and Vic van Kampenhout rounding out the top 3. Jeff Verbeek is in 4th ahead of Maria Roberto, who started 7th, now up to 5th. She's ahead of Victor Reutz, Lawrence Herbos, Jack Freeman now rounding out the top 8 ahead of Devrim Yater. And also Jensen Hammond, the number 22, who is still the leading mini rookie driver as we have 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to go on the timer. So Vince van der Hallen continues onwards with Jente Moonen in second. Vic van Kampenhout, the 124 from Belgium, rounding out the top three, but they're being closed in on by Jeff Verbeek. Maria Roberto is the cork in the bottle in the train, and she currently runs in P5, ahead of Victor Reitz, Lawrence Herbos, Jack Freeman, Devrim and Jensen Hammond. We can't give... Well, we're having a slight timing issue at the moment, so we're going to give you as much information as we can as the race goes on. But 3 minutes down, 7 to go. Van der Hallen continuing to hold on to a fairly healthy and decent lead of about 8.5 tenths of a second. But that is always dependent on what might transpire just behind. So through to complete another lap as we head into turn 2 once again. It's getting a little bit closer between Jente Moonen, Vic van Kampenhout and Jeff Verbeek. And those three drivers were about 6.5 tenths of a second apart. Then it's a further nigh on 2 seconds back to Maria Roberta. Really good to see her back out here in continental Europe. Picked up her first trophy. I think it was, I'm not too sure, it might have been last year possibly. Or earlier on this year. Got a big surprise when she found out she was P5 in her class, and that would have been last year in 2023 at the Home of Champions in the mini rookie category, but has really started to blossom very well. I still remember her from the old Rye House Kart Raceway days. But there's going to be a change here into turn number 2. That's the change for second, as Jente Moonen loses out to the 124 from Belgium, Vic van Kampenhout. So it's a Belgian 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. The United Kingdom in 5th, Belgium in 6th. Well, yeah, Victor Reitz is Belgian, not Dutch. For those wondering, Lawrence Herbos, Belgian. Great Britain, thanks to Jack Freeman. And then Devrim to the Netherlands and the United Arab Emirates. Great work by Jensen Hammond to round out the top 10 so far, as we are fast approaching the halfway point of this only heat for Minimax and Minimax Rookie for the Belgian Max Challenge. Still, the battle carries on for second position, but just goes to show here, Sebastian, there's great talent here in RMC Belgium as well as Germany.
Es ist wirklich sehr, sehr spannend zu beobachten, was die belgische Meisterschaft hier die Minimax und Rookies so imstande sind zu leisten. Vorne mit der 130 ist es Vince van der Hallen, der die Führung inne hat. Dahinter mit der 124 Vic van Kampenhout, der jetzt vorbeigegangen ist, eben vor wenigen Minuten an Jente Moonen, an seinem Landsmann, am belgischen Kollegen. Die 4. Position im Moment für Jeff Verbeek. Und dann folgt auch schon der erste Brite, wenn ich es richtig gesehen habe, die Britin, Mattia Roberto, auf Rang 5.
Stimmt, ja, Nummer 152.
Und dann ist es mit der 176 Victor Reitz nachgefahrenen knappen 5 Minuten.
Ja, aber dieses Dreikampf für zweite Platz zwischen Van Kampenhout, Moonen und Verbeek,
der wird noch ein bisschen
ja, das stimmt doch. Und ja, das gibt einen kleinen Vorsprung von Van Kampenhout bis Moonen. Und ja, leider bei seinem rechtes Vorarm ist der Van Kampenhout leider verletzt. Ich habe schon ein gutes Gespräch mit er gestern Nacht gehabt, dass er hat versucht, Steak zu kochen und dann geht alles schief. Aber stimmt, dass ja, mit dem Medikament und so weiter ist es alles okay. No pain, no gain, und er fährt noch weiter. Und er hat eine ganz große Möglichkeit, diese Saison in die Meisterschaft zu gewinnen und die Möglichkeit für Team Belgien in Sano dieses Jahr im Oktober. Aber Überholmanöver zwischen Moon ein bisschen, das er hat innerseits von Van Kampenhout, das war ein gutes, scharfes Überholmanöver von Moonen gegen Van Kampenhout. Der kommt unter Druck von hinten von Jeff Verbeek. Der ist in 4. Platz in dieser wichtigen Moment, aber mit 2 Minuten und 45 Sekunden mit einer Runde bis zum Ende ist es knapp. Ein gutes Dreikampf für 2. Platz in diesem wichtigen Moment, aber den Vorsprung, das der Vince van der Hallen hat, ist knapp in die Nähe von 3,3 Sekunden.
Dieser Dreikampf wird jetzt hier die nächsten Minuten auf jeden Fall noch sich richtig geben. Wir sehen die drei, da gab es den Wechsel. Da ist nämlich Moonen wieder vorbeigegangen an Van Campenhout. Und Verbeke ist da in der Logenposition und kann sich das Ganze so ein bisschen anschauen und sagen, okay, wenn ihr beide euch nicht ganz einig seid, dann bin ich der strahlende Dritte und sage vielen Dank für die Position. Vorne an der Spitze, man mag sich fast festlegen auf Vince van der Hallen, der mittlerweile einen Vorsprung genießt von 3,5 Sekunden auf die Verfolgerschaft. Das hat er hier richtig stark bis hierhin herausfahren können. Das war ein sehr einwandfreies Rennen, das er hier absolviert hat. Und ich glaube, das wird die nächsten 1,5 Minuten nicht anders aussehen.
The good thing is now Jenthe Moonen's got about a 4.5 tenth of a second advantage over Vic van Campenhout. Meantime, the battle between Leon Herbols and also the likes of Jack Freeman, possibly Victor Reutz. This is from 6th to 8th position. Freeman's rounding out the top 8 at the moment, and he's currently 7.3 seconds behind Vince van der Hallen, who just seems to be going up another level at the moment every time he goes on a racetrack. But Jeff Verbeek closing in on Vic van Campenhout for second place. Meantime, Van Campenhout able to get a little bit of slipstream in his own right, but he's got to keep it on the racing line coming through here into turn number 2. But with 50 seconds on the timer to go, Vince van der Hallen, a lead of over 3.9 seconds after a multitude of laps. We're probably going to very shortly come down to what will be, well, could more than likely be with the pace that they're showing at the moment. You know, these laps go by very, very quickly, no matter what class you're in here at Kerpen. And this is proof in the pudding. But with 24 seconds to go, we are going to be heading on to our penultimate lap very shortly as Vince van der Hallen comes out of the final corner, crosses the line. That is going to be with 14 seconds to go. Jenthe Moonen takes a look over the right shoulder, sees where Vic van Campenhout is. Gap between them is 0.23 of a second. So Van Campenhout might be getting a bit racy in the latter stages as the time hits 0, penultimate lap underway here in the only heat for RMC Belgium for Minimax.
Die letzten 1,5 Runden laufen für Van der Hallen, der alles unter Kontrolle hat. Vor Moonen und Van Campenhout, Verbeke und Maria Roberto in der 5. Position. Muss aber auch noch auf Victor Reutz aufpassen. Hinter sich, das sind nur 7 Zehntel. Das ist mal schnell wieder zugefahren, aber im Moment sieht es danach aus, als könnte sie Platz 5 nach Hause fahren. Davor die 3, vielleicht nochmal auf den letzten Metern. Vorneweg die 110, Jenthe Moonen, dann Van Campenhout und Jeff Verbeke in der 3. Position. Ich glaube nicht, dass es da noch einen großartigen Angriff kommen wird. Aber ich lasse mich gerne eines Besseren belehren in dieser letzten Runde.
Nochmal ein Dreikampf zwischen Roberto Reutz und Freeman jetzt von 5. bis zum 7. Platz im Moment, aber mit einem Vorsprung über 4,5 Sekunden. Vince van der Hallen is on course, coming through mud cover, now into the Michael Schumacher S. And once again, Vince van der Hallen comes out of the final corner. Checkered flag waves, and Van der Hallen dominates here in the opening race of the weekend for these drivers. Second goes to Jenthe Moonen, third to Vic van Campenhout, fourth to Jeff Verbeek, fifth Maria Roberto, Victor Reutz, Jack Freeman, Devry Mieta, and Lawrence Herbos rounds out the top 9. Also, in addition to that, rookie winner. Congratulations for your efforts there, Jensen Hammond. 10th place overall in that one, and also picking up the actual win in that heat. So well done to him. It was great to catch up with the family yesterday, but there you see the drivers on their cool down into the results, and there you go. Jensen Hammond wins ahead of Tristan Abils and Noah Stayhouder, with Jesse Moonen being the last of the mini rookie drivers. Liam Hauger, Jack Depré and Dejan Habits being the last of the classified finishers, and unfortunately AJ Berggraf out before the race had even gotten started.